Hello, Colin Baker here, and welcome to my podcast, where if you're a fan of Doctor Who, you are in for a treat. Come with me, and let me welcome you into the TARDIS. There's nothing quite like Doctor Who on television and in glorious audio, and it's still my great pleasure to say that I am the Doctor, thanks to Big Finish. I still travel in old 60s TARDIS as part of an amazing lineup of audio adventures, and that's what we're here to celebrate. Doctor Who on audio, courtesy of Big Finish Productions. And these next episodes, we're meshing classic and new Who as Sylvester McCoy stars in Harvest of the Sycorax. Here's a taste of things to come.
I have a message from the non-benevolent occupying visitors.
The invaders?
They wish to announce that the next hostage has died. Message ends.
But I was the next hostage.
Attention.
Come on! Help!
Hello! I'm the Doctor.
Subacta, Pelgralta Talvana, Kolgatsa Chakchif.
Translation. Unless the vaults are open,
Another
kill
cattle
hostage.
dies.
You speak their language?
Oh, yes. They're the Sycorax.
Calling Blood Bank. This is Earth Security Fleet Gecko. You missed your last 2 check-ins. Are you okay?
Oh, now you're for it.
Kill them all!
Where are we? Smells like a meat locker.
The Sycorax ship.
Shoot it!
Again, your man is wise.
See?
We have your blood. You will obey us. You will open the vault. Your blood is now ours. Thank you.
What have I done? What have I done?
Coming up, just what is inside the vault that the Sycorax are desperate to get into? And why does Zanzibar hashtag want to die? Is there really a hypo spray for every ill and emotion? And is that utopia or dystopia? Can it be the Doctor's blood is about to be his undoing? Now, don't forget to keep listening after the episode for some behind-the-scenes extra content. But as that is a pleasure deferred, let's get to part 1 of Harvest of the Sycorax. So the Doctor may have bought some time for Zanzibar and Cadwallader to escape, but he's going to have a nasty headache when he wakes up, I suspect. Maybe there's a hypo spray for that? Time to get behind the scenes now and catch up with Sylvester, writer James Goss, and director Barnaby Edwards.
Hello! I'm the Doctor.
You're kidding.
My name is Sylvester McCoy, Doctor Who number 7.
I'm James Goss, and I wrote Harvest of the Sycorax.
A blue box just appeared out of thin air, and a doctor jumped out.
Put like that, I do sound
Oh,
odd.
please shut up. I'm trying to die here.
Maybe I can help. Rather conveniently, we appear to be in a laboratory.
That was the idea. I need something.
Today was great fun, really. Lots of, the lines are brilliant, fun to say. The timing and interpretation has been great. It's a kind of comic piece. Terrific actors, Giles, I don't know, his throat, I feel sorry for him. He must have done himself in. But it was good, great, good fun. Hope everyone will enjoy it and get a few laughs out of it. And also it's, privileged to work with another Scots Doctor's monsters.
What's great about this is a really, really a rattling pace. And it's also I think it's great for Sylvester because he doesn't have speeches in this. He just has single pithy lines. And it's almost, you look at the speed of the new series and you realise that, whereas you're used to the Doctor arriving and saying something witty, something wonderful, and then a speech about the sky and then pointing at the clouds and everything, it is simply the Doctor turns up and is just essentially just doesn't have time for all this. He's just marching forward. And it's great to be able to just write for Sylvester and go, you're almost like a Noel Coward character in this. You just walk in and say one pithy line and then another pithy line and then another pithy line, and then you defeat the villains and you're practically ready for home now.
Translation. Unless the bolts are open...
Another cattle dies.
You speak their language?
Oh yes, they're the Sycorax. You humans may be ridiculous, you may be cruel, but you're capable of great charm. The Sycorax have never done anything charming in their lives.
It's amazing. They've only been in one episode of Doctor Who, but they're such a memorable monster. The number of people you meet at conventions who look like Sycorax, dress like Sycorax, speak like Sycorax. They obviously, they were ripe for coming back, and I think it's brilliant that we've teamed them up with Sylvester's Doctor as well, because they're quite a sort of modern monster, and they fit in very well with his Doctor.
They're a fantastically formed villain. In many ways, they're a really simple villain, but that's what makes them so exciting. You're never going to get Sycorax sitting down and talking about honour and duty and might or anything. They're simply thieves. They're thieves and gangsters, but who wear big cloaks, and they're sort of like bullies. And what's fantastic about them is just that they've got no real culture. They've got no exciting, interesting side to them. They have no poetry, no lyrics. They're simply out for one thing.
I love the whole idea of blood control, that kind of zombie vampire shtick that they have. So yeah, I think it works really well, and the pairing with Sylvester is brilliant.
The one thing I had to be careful of was the Sycorax's use of blood control, because it would be quite easy to go rather to Hammer horror gothic and write something that was just grotesque. But you have to take the Christmas Invasion as your lead, where you don't actually see any blood.
Sylvester always refers to taking over from me as wriggling around in my costume on the floor for several days trying to find his way out of it. He's charming, isn't he? But I'm used to Sylvester now, and he's used to me. And we both get enormous fun from chiding each other and provoking each other and tantalising each other when we meet at conventions. And in fact, obviously, we get on extremely well. I probably speak to him more than any other Doctor. We often bring each other up with, are you going to? Oh, and what did they? Oh, when are you? Oh, yeah, me too. The first time I met Sylvester was at John Nathan Turner's suggestion, because clearly there was, given the nature of the change of Doctor, there were, shall we say, issues. I can remember sitting in a booth was it a pub or a restaurant, having a meal together, and we were both an awful lot younger. He was playing the Doctor then, so that was 37 years ago, or maybe 40 years ago, something like that. And we got on fine. It was guarded. And I, for whatever reasons I had back then, I didn't watch any of Sylvester when it went out. Now, I know that lots of doctors don't watch other doctors at all, but I decided that if someone says, oh, what do you think of Sylvester? If I've seen it, I've got to be able to say something. But if I haven't seen it, I don't have to. And there were two possibilities. Either, well, there are many possibilities, but the two major possibilities are, in my opinion, Sylvester was brilliant and a genius, and that would have really hacked me off, or Sylvester was rubbish, and that would have really hacked me off, that I had been removed for someone who was better than me would be, I mean, it's a qualitative word, better anyway, but it would have been very annoying. And if he was worse than me, it would be even more annoying. So I thought, if I don't see it, I don't have to comment. Now, of course, since then I have seen him, and like every other Doctor, he is his Doctor, and he's a wonderful Doctor. Every Doctor is brilliant. Obviously, I can remove myself from that judgmental equation, but I've watched every other Doctor, and I've entirely believed them and love watching them. So Sylvester slides very neatly into that category with the benefit of time. And after all, that's what it's all about. Good old time. So, Sylvester, you are the Doctor. Now, moving on. Next time, what will the Sycorax do to the Doctor? And just what did the Doctor type into Zanzibar's pad? Will the Sycorax succeed in opening the vault on the space station and condemn humanity to a very grim existence, which without all their designer drugs will feel every inch as bad as it sounds? Answers to those questions next time you come with me into the TARDIS. Now, don't forget that Doctor Who, the worlds of Doctor Who, and more besides, live on at the new and improved Big Finish website, bigfinish.com. So be sure to visit. You've been listening to Into the TARDIS, hosted by me, Colin Baker, and produced by Ian Meadows. Supervising producer was Lizzie Wursdell, and executive producers are Nicholas Briggs and Jason Hay-Gallery.